Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Joyful Journeys as we celebrate 25 years of Girls on the Run in Northern Virginia. Today, I'm so excited to be joined by my friend Raphaella Henson-Vendrell. So, welcome, Raphy.
I'm so excited to be here.
I am so excited to chat with you about your Girls on the Run experience and kind of just where you are now. So, why don't you tell us about when you participated in Girls on the Run, how old you were, what that experience was like for you, and then what you're doing today.
Yeah, so I did Girls on the Run when I was in fifth grade, and I went to Catholic school. And actually, I went to Catholic school in Fairfax. So, Northern Virginia, Girls on the Run always has a special place in my heart because I feel like the area surrounding Fairfax specifically is so huge with running. So, definitely was really happy that I got to be involved in Girls on the Run in Fairfax County because of the connections I was able to meet with my classmates outside of school, but also the race at Reston Town Center when the time came to run the 5K. That was super fun. And that was really my first time running in like such a big environment and a big race. So it definitely started, well, it definitely really continued and really jump started even more my love for running. Like I was running at that time with my school, but it definitely continued fueling my love for running, but really started my love of connecting with other girls and other women and just having that womanhood. And Girls on the Run definitely taught me not only how to be more empathetic with other people, especially people with different personalities and just different types of styles, but it definitely also helped me build a lot of confidence in myself.
Awesome. I love that. Well, tell us a little bit about what you do now. Tell us about like where you're working, what you're doing, all of that fun stuff.
Right now, I am running with Light Horse Track Club, which is based in the DMV area. We have people from all over the area. We have some people as far out in Winchester and Fauquier County, and then we have people that are from the DC area, and a little bit of some people from like the Maryland area. So it's really nice being a part of a track club that is very wide and also very diverse. And I'm very thankful to be part of Track Club that is sponsored by New Balance and the Potomac River Running Store. I ran in college. I went to Hood College in Frederick, Maryland, and I was really thankful I was able to run in college at the Division 3 level, where I was able to focus on my academics, but also continue running all year round, cross country and track. But the Light Horse Track Club also gave me that same environment where it was very competitive, but it gave me access to resources like getting shoes whenever we needed them, gear, and also more connections to people as well from all different types of backgrounds and love for running. So definitely doing that right now. And I'm actually getting ready for I say my first because I feel like my first half marathon was like a fun one, but this one feels a little bit more like my first because of the training that I've been putting into this one. So I'll be running the Shamrock half in Virginia Beach, which I'm very excited
Tell us
for.
about what are you doing for work? I know you're a grad student. Tell us about how you manage all of this.
Yeah, so definitely I am a I'm someone that loves to be busy. So I am a lover of just being all in different types of work. So I am a coach, and I coach at Kettle Run High School in Fauquier County. So I coach cross country and track and field. And then during the day, I also work for a nonprofit where I work for a community development funding institution where we help small business owners and small businesses with the resources they need to continue growing or to start up. And I get to be a part of the business and education team. So I get to write articles and blogs and create educational resources on how to start your business, what to do with loans once you get them, and then I always like to sometimes get to write fun ones like how to start a food truck or also a little bit on culture topics, pop culture topics that are very much in the public eye right now, such as like social media marketing and how to monetize your e-commerce business. So I really get to help the people as much as I can through education, which is always fun.
That is awesome. And you're a graduate student, right?
Yes, yes. And I'm a graduate student at Bridgewater College. And so I'll be graduating this May with a digital media strategy degree where I focus on social media marketing, but also a little bit of user experience design, making websites and apps, really just making things a lot more accessible on the digital platform.
That is awesome. And it's so amazing that you're able to balance all those things and excel in all of those areas. Is there anything that you think you learned at Girls on the Run that kind of helps you know that you can balance all those things or helps you, reminds you just about anything in your everyday life?
Yeah, I felt like Girls on the Run definitely taught me to have the confidence to pursue things that are sometimes outside of the box and also to follow a journey that best fits you and that best calls you and to trust your gut. I went into undergrad, or I graduated from undergrad and went into undergrad wanting to be a politician, go into politics, and I even at one point thought I wanted to go to law school. And then I slowly realized that truly I was more just afraid of what I really wanted to do, which is public relations and communications, and really just helping the community and helping brands really grow. And that's how I ended up pursuing my master's, getting my digital media strategy degree. So I felt like Girls on the Run taught me to be really confident enough to step outside the box and go a different path if something doesn't work out for you or doesn't fit what you feel like you're really good at or also makes you happy. So I definitely was very thankful for Girls on the Run for that. But I also did hear that a lot of women that are involved in sports as a young age, like a lot of young girls that are in sports, they also do end up being really good leaders and end up in really high professional positions. So I feel like Girls on the Run really taught us to be really bold with our dreams, never put yourself in a box. Like if you want to be a CEO, you can definitely do it. If you want to be a business woman, you can definitely do it. So I was really happy about the fact that I was able to learn those skills really young, and now I'm able to be successful in whatever I do.
Yeah, that is so special that you were able to realize that, like, what that was teaching you at such a young age. And although you might not have realized how it would apply to your everyday life as you got older, but it's really special that you held on to that and that you realized that what you learned then is making you into the strong, confident woman that you are today and reminding you that you can take on any challenge, no matter how big or how small or how scary it might seem at first. So I love that. Love that so much. Are there any special memories that you remember from Girls on the Run?
Yes, I loved when every time we would learn like a new virtue or a new lesson, we would get these really special beads. And I wish I can like remember or just like find them. I have no idea where they are, but they were the most beautiful beads I've ever seen. There was these like different color beads with little dots on them. And I had one that I really liked, which was like red and blue and green and yellow. And each time you learned a new virtue or each time you did something really nice for someone, like you complimented someone or was just being a really good person that day or made someone feel really special, you would get a bead. And I just loved getting those beads because it one was a really cool way to make cool friendship bracelets, but it was also something really special and unique because I know every single program does something different. So it was very special to my program. And then I also really enjoyed when I got to do the fun run race with my group with my school at Mercy Town Center. Like it was really special and super nice when I was able to all or be with my group that day and for all of us to come together, especially when there's just so many people. And it is a little bit scary. I felt like when I was in that grade, like I was so nervous, and I remember it was so cold. But when I saw my coach and when I saw all of my friends from my Girls in the Run program, I definitely felt really comfortable and I didn't feel as scared. And I still have that picture. My mom was able to get a picture of all of us together, and then we ended up putting them in a little frame. So to this day, I still have that on my desk. So it's definitely one of the memories that I'll never forget.
That is so special. And that is so cool that you still have it with you. I
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I have a picture from the first time I coached a Girls on the Run team since I didn't participate in it when I was younger. But I have that picture from our first 5K and I have it on my desk. And every
Yeah.
time I go to work, I'm reminded of kind of like really where my passion for Girls on the Run started, and just it always just fuels that fire inside of me of like, this is why I do it because I love this so much.
Yes, and yes. And funny enough, I actually used to work for the Boys and Girls Club in college. Like I was also that type of person. Like I always wanted to work, just do different things, keep myself busy. And I ended up at a Boys and Girls Club of Frederick County. And a lot of my kids would go to Girls on the Run right across the street before they would come to Boys and Girls Club. And I'd always ask him like how they did that day, you know, what they learned and how their experience was. And I felt like it definitely helped them be a lot more calm whenever they were like stressed out, or just helped them build a lot of confidence. So that was a very full circle moment for me when I got to see another Girls in the Run program and how they do it. But also I definitely want to get involved in the future for sure. And that's why I was glad Light Horse came together with Girls on the Run. So it's slowly coming together where I'm being a little bit more involved wherever I can.
Yes, and that is such a huge thing that you did for those kids by just talking to them about what they learned, kind of reinforcing those skills and just asking them how it was. I'm sure that that helped form like even more solid positive memories of the experience. Um, and I'm sure if you told them that, oh, I participated in this when I was younger, that they would have looked up to you probably even more like a rock star, and just they probably thought it was so cool, like, oh my goodness, she did this when she was younger, now we get to do it too. So you
Yes.
definitely made an impact on them.
Oh yeah, I definitely loved telling them that I also was a part of Girls in the Run, and I think that definitely made them be like, oh, okay, like it's a really cool thing to be a part of. Because I think sometimes people are like, oh, running, like that does not sound like fun. But I would always tell them like it's not so much the running that is super fun. It's really just a good way of making new friends. And sometimes you get to be friends with people you don't think you'd be friends with in school, because also too being a girl in fifth grade like is so hard. And like we all know, it is like one of the biggest struggles too, because there's so many different emotions and so many different things just being a girl in that age. So bonding with other people that might be feeling the same way is like always the best part.
Yes, I could not agree more, and I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
nailed that one. Well, Raphy, thank you so much for joining us on this episode. I hope that everyone listening in is feeling just as inspired as I am, just to push yourself to go for big goals, no matter how big they seem. Believe in yourself. I love that. Thank you for reminding me of those special things.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so glad I was able to be here.
This episode of Joyful Journeys is brought to you by Girls on the Run of Northern Virginia.